combat waters off Korea, the USS Boxer helps fight the battle against communist aggression. Day in and day out, its planes strike at the enemy. But below decks, the Boxer performs another war service. With Army medics flown from Tokyo presiding, every crew member voluntarily donates a pint of blood. The Boxer proudly proclaims its record donation, 2,377 pints. Flown in by helicopter, vitally needed blood from the Boxer is rushed to forward hospitals. In the midst of fighting a war, the Boxer's crewmen found time to give blood. It's up to us on the home front to find time to do the same. Do your bit now. Donate a pint of blood today. It may save the life of a fighting man. A U.S. Air Force plane is found crashed on a mountainside in central France. All 36 U.S. airmen aboard the big flying boxcar are dead when the twisted wreckage is found. The plane was making a routine transfer of troops from Germany when it got 50 miles off course in a snowstorm. If it had flown 200 feet higher, the plane would have cleared the mountain. French civilians join in mourning a tragic accident. The Po River in northern Italy, swollen by torrential rains, overflows its banks and brings disaster to the countryside. 300,000 acres of farmland have been flooded. 25,000 homes have been abandoned. Other thousands, less fortunate, are unable to flee their homes, marooned by the rampaging waters. With the evacuees goes their wealth, but only the kind of wealth that can walk. These are being herded to boats that will take them to safety. Where the floodwaters pass, there's grim work to be done, recovering the victims, whose number may run into the hundreds.
In London, it's a royal homecoming for Elizabeth and Philip. Prince Charlie trudges along with his grandmother, the Queen, to meet the boat train from Liverpool. In his parents' 6 weeks' absence, Prince Charlie celebrated his 3rd birthday. He's more impressed with the station than with his parents' arrival. The princess greets her mother emotionally, while the Duke does the honors formally. But Charlie displays more than the traditional British reserve. In New York, the Warner Brothers are honored by film leaders and other distinguished figures of American industry at the Motion Picture Pioneers Annual Dinner. Jack L., Albert, and Harry M. Warner are named Pioneers of the Year. Harry Warner receives a plaque honoring the brothers for bringing sound to the screen, for their public service, and for their faith in motion pictures as a bulwark of the American way of life. Pioneer Harry Warner speaks of the future.
The potential force of motion pictures for good has just begun to be tapped. All we have done is only a foundation for future greatness. But we can take pride in the fact that our foundation is a firm one. It is solid bedrock for future generations of pioneers to build upon. My brothers and I thank you one and all. You have made us very happy tonight.
In Washington, Senator Lodge takes command of the Republican Eisenhower for President organization. But Lodge admits to reporters that the I Like Ike campaign is unofficial, though he hands out buttons freely, and that they're proceeding without Eisenhower's okay. Pennsylvania's Senator Duff, another Ike supporter, steps aside to let Lodge answer the big question that's on everybody's mind. Is Eisenhower a Republican?
Well, I know he's a Republican, period. I can just assert that flatly. There isn't any doubt about that.
What about the story that President Truman offered Eisenhower the Democratic nomination?
I can't speak about the president, but I know that Eisenhower is no Democrat. I think Dwight Eisenhower will be nominated and will be elected, and I think it'll be a great thing for the United States and for humanity when that happens.
In the Ivy League as Princeton battles Yale in their 74th gridiron meeting. Keep watching number 42. That's Dick Kazmaier, here heaving to Dick Piverato for a Princeton first down. Now it's Kazmaier on the hoof. The Tiger tailback crashes toward pay dirt, and Princeton gets another touchdown nearer to its 21st victory in a row. Tigers 14, Yale nothing. 45,000 roaring fans see Kazmaier do it again. He sharpshoots another to Piverato. Princeton cinches its 5th straight Big Three championship, and it's Kazmaier who does most of the cinching. His running pass to Len Lyons makes it Tigers 21, Eli's nothing. Jim Ryan tries to punt for Yale. But his kick is blocked by Frank McPhee, and Princeton gains possession on the enemy 20. Now it's just a matter of calling for Kazmaier, who picks out McPhee as receiver. Princeton and Kazmaier continue down the Gridiron's glory road by walloping Yale 27-0. The Browns take on the New York Giants in a game that gets decided in its first 7 minutes. Connerly of the Giants passes, but Cliff Lewis intercepts, and the Cleveland Browns get possession. With top place in the American half of the National League at stake, the Browns go on the march. Otto Graham heaves to Marion Motley. Cleveland gets within kicking distance of the New York goalposts. Lou Groza tries a 34-yard field goal. It's going, and it's good. The Browns get a 3-point lead in the first 5 minutes of play. But look what happens in the next 2 minutes. Cleveland's Graham passes to Dub Jones, and Dub proceeds to shake off enemy tacklers like a wet poodle shakes off water. The Browns wrap up a 10-0 victory as Jones goes 68 yards through the entire Giants team to score standing up.